Way up high in the Himalayas, the tallest mountains in the world, people have been telling stories about a mysterious creature for a really long time. It's called the Yeti, or sometimes the abominable snowman. They say it walks around the snowy peaks and icy places. The people who live there, the Sherpas, say the Yeti is big, kind of like an ape, and covered in hair. They say it walks on two legs and leaves giant footprints in the snow. Explorers and adventurers have been interested in the Yeti for a long time. A lot of them have gone to the Himalayas hoping to see it. Some people came back with stories, blurry pictures, and even things they say are Yeti scalps. The Yeti is a big part of the stories and culture of the Himalayas. It's a story passed down from parents to the kids, a mix of scary and exciting. But is the Yeti real, a real animal? Or is it just a story, something people imagine because the high Himalayas are so tough and scary? One of the most exciting clues about the Yeti are the huge footprints people find in the snow. These footprints are way bigger than a human's foot, so people think whatever made them must be really big and strong. Some people think these footprints are from a type of ape that nobody knows about, an animal that somehow lived in this faraway place. The people who live in the Himalayas have many stories about the Yeti. They say it's really protective of its home and makes super loud sounds that you can hear through the mountains. Some stories even say the Yeti has a special connection to the mountains, like it protects them. These stories are really interesting, but there's no real proof. Footprints can change when the snow melts, and stories, while fun to hear, aren't science. Scientists have been trying to figure out the Yeti mystery for a long time. They've gone on trips to collect clues, study footprints, and look for any sign of this mysterious creature. They even used DNA tests on hair they thought belonged to the Yeti. These science projects have been interesting, but they haven't really found an answer. Some of the hair they thought was from the Yeti actually came from animals like bears, yaks, or even goats. Footprints are interesting, but they could just be from other animals or things that happen in the snow. Even though there's no real proof, scientists are still curious about the Yeti. The idea of a new type of ape living in the tough environment of the Himalayas is really exciting. But without real proof, the Yeti is still a mystery, something scientists call cryptozoology, which means studying hidden or unknown animals. So, is the Yeti real? Right now, nobody knows for sure. Even after all this time, there's no proof that it exists. Scientists haven't found anything definite, and people who say they saw it often have stories that don't match up. But just because we haven't found proof doesn't mean it's not out there. The Himalayas are so big, with all those valleys and icy peaks, there could be creatures there we haven't discovered yet. Maybe the Yeti, whatever it is, lives in a really small hidden group, which would make it super hard to find. The Yeti legend reminds us that there are still mysteries in the world. It shows how powerful stories are and how much we love a good mystery. We may never know for sure if the Yeti is real, but the stories will keep making us imagine and inspire people to explore the highest mountains in the world for years to come.